Hey everyone, I'm Katie Grindon and welcome back to Live and Invest in the Pacific Northwest. This is your November 2025 market update where we're breaking down what's happening nationally and what it really means here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a lot to unpack this month, from the latest mortgage rate trends to affordability and why we're seeing the slowest home turnover rate in decades. Let's start with the big picture. Nationally, there are signs that the housing market may be turning a corner. Mortgage rates, which were hovering around 7% earlier this year, have trended downward and are now sitting closer to 6% thanks to an improvement in what's called the mortgage spread. That's the gap between the 10-year Treasury yield and the 30-year fixed mortgage rate. And it's been narrowing, which helps keep rates lower. That's good news because affordability has been front and center, even in this month's election, where every major candidate made housing affordability a talking point. And for good reason. Affordability is still a major challenge, but we are seeing real improvement. The average monthly mortgage payment is about $300 lower than it was in May, and home buying power is at its best level in more than 2.5 years. So if rates are easing and affordability is improving, why are home sales still at some of the lowest levels we've seen in decades? A new study from Redfin found that only 28 out of every 1,000 U.S. homes have sold in 2025. That's the lowest turnover rate in 30 years. There are three main reasons for that. Number one, affordability challenges. Even with the recent improvements, home prices and mortgage costs are still high, which has kept many buyers on the sidelines. Number two, low locked-in mortgage rates. Roughly 70% of homeowners have a mortgage rate below 5%, so many are staying put rather than trading up and taking on a higher payment. Number three, economic uncertainty. Between the ongoing government shutdown, slower job growth, and lingering inflation worries, a lot of buyers are taking a wait-and-see approach before making a big move. But here's the key takeaway. Low turnover doesn't mean no movement. Even in a slower market, homes are still selling and at a meaningful pace. In fact, about 11,000 homes sell every single day across the country. That's proof that while the market still feels tight, opportunities are still out there, especially for those who price right, prepare well, and act strategically as conditions begin to shift. Here in the Pacific Northwest, the story mirrors the national picture: slower sales, rising inventory, and early signs of balance returning. Across the Northwest MLS counties, sales were down 4% year over year. Median prices dipped 1.5% to around $640,000, and active listings jumped 27% year over year, giving buyers far more choices than we've seen in years. Month to month, we actually saw small improvements. Sales were up about 1% and prices ticked up 1.5% from September. Here are a few quick highlights. Inventory, 18,791 active listings. That's up from 14,795 active listings a year ago. New listings are slightly higher than last year, but down from September. Pending sales down 6.4% year over year, and that shows that buyers are still cautious. Months of inventory around 3 months, meaning we're still technically in a seller's market, but much more balanced than before. So what does all of this mean for buyers and sellers right now? For buyers, affordability is improving and inventory is up. That means more choices and more room to negotiate. For sellers, pricing and presentation matter more than ever. Homes that are well priced and show beautifully are still selling quickly. And for homeowners, that lock-in effect is starting to ease. Life doesn't stop for mortgage rates, and more people are realizing that moves driven by lifestyle, family, or opportunity can still make financial sense. The bottom line, we're heading into 2026 with a little more balance, a little more inventory, and a market that feels more sustainable for everyone. Thanks so much for joining me for this monthly market update. I'm Katie Grindon, and thanks for watching Live and Invest in the Pacific Northwest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get my next monthly market update. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.